As the summer storm season intensifies around the country, one far north Queensland man is warning Australians about the potentially deadly risk of lightning. After being struck himself last year, Tisdale resident Sol Daly is sharing his struggle in the hopes it will make people more aware. It may come as a surprise to many to learn that 5 to 10 people are killed by lightning strikes in Australia each year, while more than 100 are seriously injured. In Mr. Daly's case, it was a stormy afternoon in February 2016 when he became one of those statistics. "We were sitting on the front veranda with a couple of drinks," he said. "It was raining and the lighting was getting pretty ferocious and my wife was in the yard moving pot plants and I said, 'Get out of the rain.' She stepped onto the veranda, and, next thing I know, I had been hit by the lighting." When Jennifer Joy saw her husband struck just meters in front of her, she was worried he had been killed. "As I turned around, I could see the blue finger of the electricity going into Sol's arm. I was trying to get him to move but he was stunned." The couple said the strike was so loud they were temporarily deafened. "I was in a lot of pain," Mr. Daly added. "All I remember is the terrible noise and the terrible smell. It was flesh and the burnt hairs that burnt off my arm. I felt like there was someone inside my chest trying to kick out." Initially after the accident, Mr. Daly did not want to call 000 until his condition began to deteriorate. "As I was looking at Sol, I could see red lines across his chest and they were getting brighter," Ms. Joyce said. That's when he said he was struggling to breathe. They called the ambulance and Mr. Daly was taken to Tisdale Hospital where his heart was monitored for 24 hours. "Then I was sent home and I did feel too bad that night. It was the next morning when I woke up it became really scary," he said. "I knew what I wanted to say in my mind but the words wouldn't come out, they were all jumbled and I thought I had a stroke." Ms. Joyce sat her husband up and he began shaking uncontrollably, the first time he experienced what his family would later call the electric boogaloo. While many dubbed his survival a miracle, Mr. Daly said the months following the freak incident had been tough. He couldn't speak for quite a while, his wife said. Bureau of Meteorology meteorologist Sean Fitzgerald said all storms had the chance of being deadly. "All storms are electrified and at that point there is a chance of cloud-to-ground lightning," he said. He reminded Australians that lightning is not the only danger during storm season. "The La Nina is occurring so it's more likely to be a higher rainfall season," he said. "We've got the concern of high rainfall, large hail, and strong winds so it's good to remember those things can also be potentially dangerous." Mr. Fitzgerald said the best way to stay safe from all the dangers storm season brings is to remain informed. Earlier this year the Bureau of Meteorology released a satellite lightning viewer. "We've been using it for a while and it's nice, and it's available to the public," Mr. Fitzgerald said.